Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to Oshkosh Today. I'm your host, Emily Mikowski. We've got a great show lined up for you today, all things local Oshkosh, things that we can look forward to not only in February but also in March. So we're going to go ahead and introduce our very first guest of the program, here from the Red Cross to promote the Pillowcase program, or project I should say, is Steve Hansen from the Red Cross, as well as Caitlin Schenk, excuse me. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, before we dive into the Pillowcase project itself, maybe you can give us a little bit of background on the Red Cross itself here in Oshkosh.
Yeah, for sure. Great question. Thanks for asking. We're actually just about ready to celebrate our 100 years of providing service here in the greater Oshkosh area, something that we're very proud of. And you know, we've been focused on our mission of alleviating pain and suffering in this community for a long time now. Although the American Red Cross has changed quite a bit, we're still tried and true on our four core program areas, which include disaster services, collection of blood, services of the armed forces, and our health and safety training programs like CPR and first aid.
Yes.
So long tradition of providing services, but very proud of the work that our team does here, our staff, including our hundreds of volunteers that we have.
Definitely, and you guys definitely keep busy. I know we just had you in a few months ago actually for some fire protection things going on with the Red Cross,
Right.
and you know, you see the Red Cross symbol, and it's just such a well-known, worldwide, it's a well-known organization, and so it's great to have you guys in, and this is a really interesting project that we've got going on right now, is the Pillowcase project. Caitlin, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the program. What exactly is it?
Well, the Pillowcase project is a pilot program still right now. We're in phase 2, or going into phase 2 of that. This is the second year that Wisconsin has participated in it, and the Red Cross has teamed up with Disney. So Disney has done some research to fit the curriculum into the Common Core standards for schools, and each child that we do this presentation for receives a pillowcase. That, as you can see right here, I've decorated mine. And
Very well, actually. A great decorator.
Love the
Thank
train.
you. The framework of this whole presentation is to learn, practice, share. So these children learn about how important it is to be prepared in case of an emergency from us, and then we practice those skills that we're teaching them with them, and then they go home and share this program and the information they learned that day with the grown-ups in their home. And the idea is we hit one child at school or in an after-school program, and then they go home and spread that information to others.
So it's really kind of a ripple effect. They are so excited about the things that they just learned, they can't help but share it with their parents and their siblings and friends. And you know, the focus of this is disaster preparedness. And so it's important that kids are aware of what they need to be doing, not only the parents, but the kids as well. So, you know, how exactly did this project come about? Where did the inspiration come from to create this project?
Some students at Loyola University, after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, someone from the Red Cross had learned that those students had to evacuate after the hurricane, and they put a lot of their belongings in pillowcases. That kind of struck a light bulb with them, and that Red Cross person kind of tailored a presentation to children, ages 8 to 11, and started kind of teaching them about being prepared in case of emergencies, and they piggybacked off that pillowcase. And then soon some other people from other Red Cross chapters jumped on board, and they further tailored that presentation, and now it's turned into a nationwide effect, along with Disney being in partner with us. So.
And what better person or group to partner with than Disney for a program that is, you know, specifically for kids too?
Oh, exactly.
Exactly.
Disney jumped on board and really spearheaded the whole concept of this happening nationally within Red Cross about 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And there was a test pilot that started in 2013, just a smaller number of chapters across the country field tested the program, if you will, and it was such a great program, and the kids got so much benefit out of it that we took it to the next level, and sort of phase 2 and additional chapters got on board with it at that time, including our chapter here in Oshkosh last year. So we've been doing the program for about a year now, and now we're rolling into phase 3 of the program. You know, over 14,000 students we're hoping to reach for the program in
amazing.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2015.
Wonderful.
So,
Yeah. And Disney has, we were talking before the interview started about some of the materials that Disney's provided, some fun workbooks, the pillowcase. They've got the little characters and everything on our pillowcase that we can see here too. And Caitlin, you've come to Oshkosh specifically for this project. Maybe you can walk us through what a presentation is like in the classroom that you do with the pillowcase project.
Absolutely. Usually I have a couple helpers with me, and we start out by talking about the Learn, Practice, Share framework and how important that is. And then we explain what's going to come next. So we tell them that we're going to give each student a pillowcase at the end of our presentation, and they will get some time to decorate these pillowcases to make it their very own, and then that will be their emergency kit when they go home. Throughout this 40-minute presentation, we teach them about what the hazard would be for that time of year. So the last few months have been severe winter weather. We're getting into the springtime soon, so that will be more tornadoes and maybe flooding as well. And then we teach them about coping skills too. With younger kids, we typically do breathing with color. So they breathe in a happy color and they breathe out a color that makes them a little uncomfortable. So in that time of stress, whether it's an emergency or just a stressful situation at home or at school, it's just another skill that they can use to help them feel calm and relaxed and get through that time. So,
wow, very interesting. Yeah, and it's great that you're preparing them for not only to physically deal with tragic situations, but also mentally that they can keep calm throughout the whole thing. And the pillowcase is great. Is there any guidelines of how they're supposed to decorate it, or they're pretty much can decorate it however they want, huh?
However they want, whatever they want to do on their pillowcase. You see a lot of water bottles and the Red Cross sign, and maybe kids drawing tornadoes or things like that. But
great. And very quickly, you can tell us a little bit about what's included in the pillowcase, or what things that you do tell the children that they want to include in their pillowcase.
Yeah, we suggest having something that makes them feel comfortable. So for my son, that little car over there and this stuffed animal might help take his mind off of being stressed during, whether we're being evacuated or having to sit in the basement for a few hours. And then, of course, bringing a flashlight along. And we've got a little mini first aid kit here and some personal hygiene items like a toothbrush and toothpaste. And then we've also got a t-shirt and a blanket along with that. So those are just some basic items that we suggest, and then they can go home and make their own kit.
Great. And that it's so fun too for them to go home and put this together and call it their own too. So it's actually kind of exciting for them to be able to know that they're prepared, and then they'll be happy that they did it. And like in your case, if you're ever ending up sitting in the basement for a few hours, they've got it there for themselves.
Absolutely.
So we're just about out of time for our segment here. If you want to give us some information on where we can go to learn more about this project.
You can contact your local Red Cross, and if you are interested in having a presentation at your school or YMCA or maybe a scout program or a Boys and Girls Club, and we can get something lined up for you with that. And also you can go to the Pillowcase Project website and look up some of those materials online too and learn a little bit more about the project.
Wonderful.
We're looking for more instructors as well too to help
absolutely.
on that end.
So
we
volunteer
need to reach
opportunities
thousands of
as
kids,
well.
so absolutely volunteer opportunities.
Great. Well,
sure.
we'll definitely check out the website. And it was great to learn all about this project. Thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.